So under the forex market, we can be considered the Foreign Exchange Management Act. Before it is known in the name of Foreign Exchange Regulatory Act. So but now it has been calling in the name of the Foreign Exchange Management Act. In the sense how the foreign exchange market activities has to be conducted. So what will be the rules and regulation has to be performed under the foreign exchange market. Those all the things are going to be there under the Foreign Exchange Management Act. So that will be in short known as a FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. It has been came into existence in the year of 1999. So it has been introduced as a replacement for the earlier one, which is known in the name of Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, which is known in the name of FERA. Before it is a FERA, now it has been changed in the name of Foreign Exchange Management Act, which is in the name of FEMA. The FEMA has been came into existence for under its activation, which will be in the year of June 1st. Meanwhile, the main objective of the Foreign Exchange Management Act has been considered as consolidate and aimed the law relating to the foreign exchange with objective of facilitating external trade and payments and for promoting the orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. What are all the conduct of foreign exchange activities will be there, how it should be performed in a very much very much systematic manner, how there is a making facilitation for making conduct of external trading activities in related with the foreign exchanges, so or the foreign currencies, all the payments are going to be done in which way, those all the things are going to be considered under the FEMA. So mainly the foreign exchange market in India is going to be having its regulations under the FEMA. The FEMA is going to be making conduct of all the functionalization in regarded with the foreign exchange market. So under the FEMA, so when we have been come across with, there are so many differences between the FEMA and the FERA will be there. So when it is a old enactment of FERA will be there. So under the old enactment of FERA, which is there in the year of 1973, but later on in the 1999, so many things are going to be made it some of the changes. So that will be amendments are going to be done for the FERA, which will be become the known of the FEMA. So under that FERA, the old enactment which is going to be passed in 1973, so it has been considered as a the act now which is going to be in a repeated manner. So in the year of 1999, it was passed in the name of FEMA. So when there is a FERA will be there. So it was a long enactment which is going to be considered as like it is a very strict in nature will be there. The FERA, what is the difference between the FERA and FEMA? Why there is a FEMA has been having its enactment? Because the FERA is having so much demerits. So for that reason they have been made changes in the FERA, then that will be known in the name of FEMA. So when there is a FERA will be there, there are so many restrictions will be there. There's so many strict nature of the things are going to be denoted under the FERA. But FEMA when it has been enacted, so there is only with the 49 sections, it is given with the so much liberal things for the foreign exchange conduct of all the transaction. So that will be the difference we can consider. FERA will be having the strict nature, but the FEMA will be having the somewhat the liberal nature of things will be given under the FEMA. And approach of the FERA will be considered toward the foreign exchange transaction was very conservative and the restrictive. Whatever maybe you are conducting your transactions in between the two countries, which will be having the much more restrictions. So you should not make your transaction with this currency, or there is some of the any exchange related some of the restrictions will be there. Those all the things we can find out under the FERA. But the approach which is there under the FEMA, so which is going to be there under the related with the foreign exchange transaction under the FEMA, it is very positive and the welcoming. When there is a FEMA has been enacted with making the removal of the what will be the difficulties will be there in FERA, it has been there under, it has been removed from the removed under the FEMA. so that there is a very much positive things and which are going to be accepted by the each and every person for making conduct of the transaction in foreign exchange has been find out under the FEMA. So that we can be find out as a FEMA will be the very much positive one under the foreign exchange transaction. And the other differences will be there. The penalty provisions were very hard in FERA Act. When there is a FERA will be there, it will be having the very much the difficult thing of the punishments or the some of the penalty provisions will be there. Even there is a act will be making the imprisonment will be there under the FERA. If you are conducting any of the violating of any rules of FERA, you are going to be come across with the imprisonment or there is a higher level of penalty will be there. So such a provisions we can find out under the act of FERA. But under the FEMA, so it is only monetary penalty will be there for violating the any of the provisions. If you are making a violation of any FEMA rules and regulation, you will be having your penalty in the monetary term only. There is a no imprisonment will be there. Imprisonment is imparted only on non-payment of any monetary penalty. If you are failure to make the monetary penalty payment, then only you are going to be come across with the imprisonment. Otherwise there is a no imprisonment we can find out under the FEMA Act. Then there is other differences will be there. The scope of FERA was very wide. It dealt with all the transactions related to the foreign exchange. So that is anything and everything related to the foreign exchange was controlled by the FERA. Each and every aspect of the foreign exchange will be come across under the FERA Act. Very wide scope we can be find out when there is a enactment of FERA will be considered. So the scope of FEMA is very narrow. So how much narrow it is? It deals only with the specified transactions related to the foreign exchange. The FEMA is not going to make it consideration of all the transaction in related with the foreign. So it will be only considered with the specified transaction which are related with the foreign exchange market. So and even then, so there is the FEMA is going to be control only those transactions which are going to be specified with the mentioned in the act. There is a only mentioned transactions will be there. Those are the only consideration come there under the FEMA. So it does not deal with the any transaction which are not specifically mentioned in the scope. In the act which are not mentioned, those transactions are not going to be considered by the FEMA. It is only having the specified the type of the transactions consideration under its act which are there under the act. Those are only considered under the FEMA. So these are the some of the differences we can be find out under the FEMA and FERA. The main feature we can be considered under the FEMA will be the main feature will be there under the FEMA because the FERA has been totally it is not having its existence when there is a FEMA has been come into the existence. Meanwhile there is some features are going to be there considered with the FEMA. So those features are activities such as payment made to any person outside India or receipt from them. So along with the deals in foreign exchange and foreign security is restricted. It is FEMA that gives the central government the power to impose the restrictions. Here the FEMA is going to be conducting all the dealings in related with the payments and receipts outside the India. The person outside India or receipt from them will be there means along with that only there is a foreign exchange things will be made it considered under the FEMA Act. So but if there is any securities are going to be exchanging, that is not related with the FEMA. So that will be the main feature we can consider. The FEMA will be gives the central government the power to impose the restriction. The FEMA is having the authority. It is going to be controlled under the central government. Any restrictions are going to be, it can be make it impose. And the restrictions are imposed on residents of India who carry out transaction in foreign exchange, foreign security or who own or hold immovable property abroad. Here there is a restrictions are only imposed on the people who are making their transactions from India. FEMA is going to be applied under the Indian economy people. So meanwhile the resident of India is going to be needed to follow what are the transactions act will be there under the FEMA. If there is a foreign security holder will be there, he will be needed to follow his all the acts which will be there in their country. without general or the specific permission of the MA, restricts the transactions involving foreign exchange or the foreign security and the payments from outside the country to India. The transaction should be made only through an authorized person. Here there is a general or the specific permissions are going to be restricted by the FEMA. So the FEMA is going to be making the transaction involvement in regarded with the foreign exchange or the foreign security, and the payments from outside of the country will be there. So these transactions are going to be needed to come across with the authorized person. If there is any of the payments will be regarded with the any exchange or the any security will be there, it should be done with a particular authorized person. So that will be the other feature, because there is a specific permission you need to come across, you need to take it so from the specific authority. Then there is a deals with the foreign exchange under the current account by an authorized person can be restricted by the central government based on public interest generally. So the Foreign Exchange Management Act is going to be having the dealings in regarded with the authority under the authority of central government. So without making the any things for the public, so with the interest of public only, so there is a central government is going to be making the restrictions for the people to make conduct of their all the foreign exchange activities. Then the some other features of the Foreign Exchange Management Act will be, although selling or drawing of foreign exchange is done through an authorized person, the RBI is empowered by this act to subject the capital account transactions to a number of restrictions. So when you are going to be conducting your transactions under the foreign exchange market, so there is a RBI has been given empowerment for the sum of the capital transactions, some of the members will be there. So for them there is a restrictions will be given. Along with those restrictions you can be having your buying and selling of activities. So here there is a some of the exchange banks will be there, which are going to be authorized by the RBI. Those can only having their empowerment to make the conduct of all the foreign exchange transactions. Then there is a resident of India will be permitted to carry out transaction in foreign exchange, the foreign security, or to own or hold immovable property abroad if the currency, security or the property was owned or acquired when he or she was living outside India, or when it was inherited by him or her from someone living outside India. It is there is a permission will be given for the resident of people if they are making their any of the properties or the securities in the outside of the India. So those can be also come across under the Foreign Exchange Management Act only. So they can hold their immovable property outside of the India. So there is a no restrictions will be there for holding of that. So that will be given as a the some of the things which are under the foreign exchange market. So in the sense you can hold your security, you can hold your any of the ownership of the property, acquisition of the property when you are living outside of the India, it can be possible, and that can be having the transactions in regarded with the foreign exchange. The exports are needed to furnish their export details to RBI when there is any exports are going to be conducted. So in regarded with that, the export, what you are exporting, how much you are exporting, all the details, to where, to which country you are exporting, those all the details you need to submit to the RBI. So because to ensure the transaction, how much it can be having the carrying out of your property, our property, so out which are going to be going out of the country. So those are the things you need to come across, so that RBI is asking all the details in regarded with your all the exporting activities. So RBI may be asking the exporter to comply with all the necessary requirements in regarded with all the exporting transaction. So that will be the other feature we can be find out under the Foreign Exchange Management Act. So this is how there is a foreign exchange market, or the Foreign Exchange Management Act will be having its existence under the foreign exchange market to make all the regulations in regarded with the foreign exchange market. Thank you.